Hello everyone, welcome back to the course of Core Java, and today in our lesson number 9 we are going to learn how we can take input from the user. So whenever we are writing a code, it's not like the code will run itself only. Sometimes we need to take input from the user also, give options to the user how they want to proceed. Like for a simple example, take a menu. From the menu, a user can decide like what he wants to do, what functions he wants to perform. So in our core Java for beginner class, we are going to learn how we can take some basic input from the user in our console itself, like the Eclipse console, right? From there, we can take some input from the user and use it to display output or perform some arithmetic operation or anything. Okay, so to start with that, we need to first understand what scanner class is. So scanner class is a utility class in Java using which we can take input from the user. So the syntax of the scanner class is that you simply need to write scanner, let's say sc equal to new scanner, then inside the bracket we need to write system.in. So in our previous lessons, you have seen that to display any output, we are using system.out.println. So similar to that, there is a predefined object that is system.in, which will take the standard input stream. Okay. So the scanner class actually takes this system.in as an argument to form the object sc. Okay. So right now object, class, all this may be confusing. So as we progress in our course and we learn about object oriented programming, you'll get to know the better understanding of this. Right now we are going to understand how scanner will help you in taking the user input. So see, once you write this code, you'll see some red lining is there, red outlining is there. So when you hover over this scanner, Eclipse will intelligently suggest us what to import in this class so that our code will run as expected. Okay, here we need to import scanner from java.util. So just click on this and you can see Eclipse automatically imports java.util.scanner. Now your scanner class has been imported and you can use it to take the input from the user. So let's say we are going to ask the user to input some, let's say input some number or his name. To begin with, let's say we'll ask him to input some random number. Okay, so we'll write system.out, please enter any number. Okay, now we just need to declare a int variable and keep the name as num or anything you want, then equal to sc.next. See, again Eclipse will start suggesting what we can write here. So here we are declaring a number, right? We are taking input of a number. So in that case, the number is also of the data type int. So in that case, we need to use next int. So just write, okay, so just write next int. So what this will do, the scanner class, this object of scanner class sc will take the next int, means the integer input from the user. So to display it, just type this, the entered number is, okay, num. So when we run this program, you can see it stopped here. Just click on the console, then enter any number like 100 and click enter. See, now as you can see, it took the input from me. I am the user here and it took the input from me, that is 100, and it displayed as expected. Here system.out.println num, right? So it displayed the input that is given by the user, which is num, okay, which is 100. So likewise you can take input of, let's say, some string also. Please enter your name. Okay, here we'll see string name equal to sc dot next line. So in case of string, we need to use this next line method. Okay, now just print this. My name is, okay, name. Okay, so when I run this, so first it asks the number which we coded earlier, just 10. Then it will ask for the name. Okay, here you may have noticed that when I clicked enter, it simply ran the next line of codes also. So the expectation was that after please enter your name, it would have stopped and took the input from the user, right? And then only it will print whatever the user will give the input. But here, when I entered the number and clicked enter, it simply moved on to the other line. That is because the scanner object, actually in this case the scanner object which uses next int will only take the input of the integer. After that, the enter that we press, right, that will not be taken by this next int. So whenever we press enter and we have another method next line, then the enter keyword is enter pressing is all actually taken by this next line method. So that's why this expectation that the code will stop here and wait for the user did not happen. So this is a common issue faced by anyone who is new to scanner. So to bypass this, simply we need to write sc dot next line. Okay, so what this will do is that when we input the integer, after that the enter that we press, that will be taken by this next line method, and after that when it will prompt us for the name string, that name string will be taken properly as expected, like as we wanted it to take. So now if I run this, now it will ask for any number. I'll put any number, 10. Then now see, it's waiting for your name, it's waiting for the string input. I can write Argha, and now, yeah, as expected, it is successfully printing my name is Argha. So this is how we can use scanner class to take input from the user, like integer and string. There are various ways of taking input. I mean, there are various ways of taking input, like various data types. You can take long, double, float, all those also. You can take input from the user using this scanner object. So in this scanner object or scanner class, you will get many methods similar to this, similar to next int and next line. So when you put on sc dot, Eclipse will start suggesting different methods that you can use. So if you want to have a better understanding of it, better understanding of scanner class, you can research for yourself and find out the method. But basically the working of this scanner class is as I have discussed and explained to you in this video. So one thing you can do, after you have taken input from the user, you can also close this scanner. So the reason why it is recommended to close the scanner class is that because Java will not perform its garbage collection if we do not perform scanner close. So if garbage collection is not performed, then there will be a chance of memory leakage, which is not good for your coding. So at the basic stage, it may not look much, but at a higher level of coding, memory leakage should be avoided at all cost. So to close this lesson, we can just make it a seamless coding. Just comment it out for now. Okay, I can comment this part also. So just a example, all right, just an example like how you can display this user input in a practical way. We can write something like, please enter your age, right? Then we can display it. We can remove this, display it in here itself, plus, and my age is plus. Okay, I forgot to declare this variable int age equal to sc dot next int, and put it like this. So here it will take input of your name, then it will take the input of your age and then display it. Okay, and then taking the example of if else, if age greater than equal to 18, system dot out, you are eligible for voting. Okay, then we can put the else case also, else you are not eligible. Okay, we can put it like voting age checker. Okay, so when we run this program, it will show something like this: voting age checker. Please enter your name, Arghav. Please enter your age, 24. Then it will show my name is Arghav and my age is 24, and it will display you are eligible for voting. So like this, we can take input from the user, run any condition or any logical code, and display the output. So this is like a practical example of how you can use this scanner object, scanner class, to take input from the user and write your logical code. So hope you understood the scanner class, and if you have any doubt, make sure to comment below and we will try to clear your doubts. So don't forget to like and share with your friends whoever is interested in learning about Code Java, and thank you for attending our class. See you in the next class. Thank you.